Yes. Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss practical problems. Okay? Come on, right? Practical 15. Come on, write the question. Let practical number 15. Let u is equal to 1 comma 2. Let u equal to 1 2. U equal to 1 2. Find v in R cube. Find v in R cube such that 1 minus 3 4, 2 minus 6 8. 1 minus 3 4, 2 minus 6 8 equal to u v transpose. Practical 15. So here we have to find v, we have to find the relation is u into v transpose is equal to 1 minus 3 4, 2 minus 6 8. Come right. Solution. Given u v transpose, given u v transpose equal to 1 minus 3 4, 2 minus 6 8. 1 minus 3 4, 2 minus 6 8 implies already we have u 1 2. We have to write v transpose matrix equal to 1 minus 3 4, 2 minus 6 8. We'll write the order of this one. 2 rows 1 column, 2 rows 1 column. V transpose we don't know. I will write x by y matrix, x by y, or simply we can write V transpose only. 2 by 1 equal to order of this matrix is 2 rows 3 columns. 2 rows and 3 columns. Now order of here V transpose order is, seeing product of two matrices are possible whenever column of the first matrix should be equal to row of the second matrix. Column of the first matrix should be equal to row of the second matrix. So here column is 1, so row is also 1. Column of the first matrix should be equal to the row of the second matrix. So row is 1. And again here 2 by 3 is there. The meaning of 2 by 3 is first matrix 2, first row matrix row is 2, second row matrix column is 3. First row matrix is 2, correct. Second row matrix column is 3. So we don't know second matrix column, so that is 3. So V transpose order is 1 by 3. Once again, product of two matrices is given one more matrix. The matrix is 2 by 3. Product of two matrices is possible whenever column of the first matrix should be equal to row of the second matrix. So column of the first matrix is 1. So row of the second matrix is 1. I wrote 1 over. And the product matrix we got 2 over 3. The meaning of this one, 2 is row for the first matrix, 3 is column of the second matrix. Column of the second matrix, so 3. So V transpose is 1 row and 3 columns. Therefore, implies 1 2 V transpose I am considering, V transpose I am doing, V transpose first row 1 row 3 column x y z equal to, write the matrix, 1 minus 3 4, 2 minus 6, 8. Come on, product of these two matrices. First row, first column, we have only one here. 1 into x. First row, second column y, and first row column x, y, z we getting. And second row, 2 into x, 2x, 2y, 2z. That's all. Equal to 1 minus 3, 4, 2 minus 6, 8. Product of two matrices we have to do it. First row, first column, we have single elements only. 1 into x, x over. And again, second row, we did like that only. So now we can equate it. Implies x is equal to 1. Directly we have y equal to minus 3, z equal to 4. X is equal to 1. Directly we have x equal to 1. Y equal to minus 3, z equal to 4. Therefore, V transpose is equal to, what we consider V transpose? X, Y, Z. V transpose is equal to X, Y, Z equal to 1 minus 3, 4. V transpose is equal to 1 minus 3, 4. Or you can write V equal to, just transpose it, 1 minus 3, 4. That's all. V equal to 1 minus 3, 4. So very simple. He gave you 1, 2. We have to find V in R cube. We have to find V in R cube such that 1 minus 3, 4, 2 minus 6, 8 equal to U into V transpose. U into V transpose. I wrote that only given. U into V transpose is equal to this one. U into V transpose is equal to this one. Solve it. Yes. Now, next question. Practical 16. Come write the question. Practical 16. If A is A, if A is A, if A is a, say n by 5 matrix, if A is a, say n by 5 matrix, what is the largest possible rank of A? What is the largest possible, what is the largest possible rank of A? If A is a n by 5 matrix, what is the largest possible rank of A? Next, if A is a 5 by 7 matrix, if A is a 5 by 7 matrix, 5 by 7 matrix, what is the largest possible rank of A? What is the largest possible rank of A? If you observe, both are transposes only we have, right? A is a 5 by 7 matrix and one more here, 7 by 5 matrix. 5 by 7 by 5, 5 by 7. What is the largest possible rank of A? Explain your answer. Explain your answer. Okay, do one by one. Given A is a matrix, A is a matrix of order A is a matrix of order 7 by 5. Come on, right here. Number of rows we have 7. number of rows 7. Next, number of columns equal to 5. Number of rows 7, number of columns 5. Largest possible rank of A equal to largest possible rank of A. Largest possible rank of A equal to minimum of number of rows and columns. Largest possible rank of A equal to minimum of number of rows and columns. How much we have? 5. That's all. First bit is over. A is a matrix of order 7 by 5. Number of rows are 7, columns are 7. Simply we have to give the largest possible of rank of A, minimum of number of rows and number of columns 5 more. Next, one more is there, 5 by 7 matrix, same. And one more bit we are doing. A is a matrix. A is a matrix. Better write this is A transpose. That is better. Okay, because they both are transposed to each other. No? Come right. Give and A transpose is a matrix of order. A is a matrix of order. A transpose is a matrix of order 5 by 7. A is a matrix of order 5 by 7. Right here. Here. Number of rows. Number of rows are 5. Number of rows 5. Next, number of columns. Number of columns are 7. Now we have to find largest possible rank of A transpose. Largest possible rank of A transpose. Largest possible rank of A transpose, that is minimum of number of rows and number of columns. Minimum of number of rows and number of columns. So rank of A is 5, rank of A transpose is also 5. Come right. Therefore, rank of A transpose and rank of A both are same, equal to 5. Rank of A and rank of A transpose equal to 5. So we can give the conclusion that both are equal. Therefore, rank of A and rank of A transpose both are same. Actually, already we used this condition before only. Now we got once again that condition, rank of A and rank of A transpose both are same. This is practical number 7. Sorry, practical number 17. So once you see, here we have two matrices, both are transposed to each other. One is 5 by 7 matrix and one more is 7 by 5 matrix. 5 by 7 and 7 by 5. We calculate the rank of the two matrices. Simply we got same we got. So we can give the conclusion that rank of A and rank of A transpose both are same. That's all. Let's come and copy it. And now, next practical number 18. Sorry, before that 17. 16 is over now. Next practical 17. Come write the question. Now, practical 17. Come on, write the question. Without calculation, come on, write. Without calculation, practical 18. Without calculation, list rank A and without calculation list rank A and dimension of null A. Without calculation list rank A and dimension of null A for the matrix A. For the matrix A. Without calculation list rank A and dimension of null A for the matrix A. A equal to, right here, A equal to, come right, first row, 2, 6, minus 6, 6, 3, 6. 2, 6, minus 6, 6, 3, 6. Next, minus 2, minus 3, 6, minus 3, 0, minus 6. Minus 2, minus 3, 6, minus 3, 0, minus 6. Third row, 4, 9, minus 12, 9, 3, 12. 4, 9, minus 12, 9, 3, 12. Next, minus 2, 3, 6, 3, 3, minus 6. For this we have to find rank A and dimension of null A. Dimension of null A and rank A. Come right. Solution. Given A equal to. Solution given A equal to. Once again copy it. Yes. Here first I will solve this matrix with the help of echelon form. I will get number of pivot columns. Number of pivot columns is equal to rank. Number of pivot columns is equal to rank. But we know by rank theorem that dimension of null A plus rank A is equal to dimension of U, equal to dimension of U. Come right? Given A equal to, yes, right, echelon form. First I am going to find rank A first, then I apply rank theorem. Dimension of null A plus rank A is equal to number of rows of the matrix A. Here what is the matrix of rows? 1, 2, 3, 4 rows and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. Here number of rows is equal to 4 and number of columns is equal to 6. Yes, now come on. Echelon form. R2 implies R2 plus R1. I will make this quantity as 0, minus 2 plus 2, 0. R3 implies R3 plus minus 2 times of R1. R3 implies R3 minus 2 times of R1. R4 implies R4 plus R1. R4 implies R4 plus R1. Come on, do it. A equal to, first row as it is, 2, 6, minus 6, 6, 3, 6. 2, 6, minus 6, 6, 3, 6. Next, here, R2 plus R1. R2 implies R2 plus R1. Minus 2 plus 2, 0. Minus 3 plus 6, 3, 0, 3, 3, 0. Over. Third row, R3 implies R3 2 times of R1. 2 2s are 4. 4 minus 4, 0. 6 2s are 12. 9 minus 12, minus 3. Minus 6 into minus 12. 6 minus of minus 12 plus 12. 6 plus 12, 18. 12 minus 3 minus 12, minus 15. 0 minus 6, minus 6. 6 to the 12, minus 6 minus 12 minus 18. Come and check it once. R3 implies what is we got? R3 plus R3 minus 2 times of R1 I did. Or next. R4 implies R4 plus R1. Add it, minus 2 plus 2 0. 3 minus 6 minus 3. 6 minus 6 0. 3 plus 6 9. 3 plus 3 6. Minus 6 plus 6 is 0. So this is what quantity we got. And again we have to apply row operations in order to make these two positions as 0. Let's continue. Now here R3 implies R3 plus R2. R3 plus R2 and R4 implies same only. R4 plus R2. Just we have to add it. Come and add that. First row as this. A equal to 2 6 minus 6 6 3 6. 2 6 minus 6 3 6. Second row as this. 0 3 0 double 3 0. Now add it 0 minus 3 plus 3 0 minus 18 plus 0 18 minus 15 plus 3 12 minus 3 and one more minus 18. Next here 0 minus 3 plus 3 0 0 9 plus 3 12 9 plus 3 12 6 plus 3 9 and one more we have 0 we have. First row first element we got echelon form we got. Now we will see pivot columns. How many are there? Pivot columns here see 2 is followed by 2 zeros. 2 is followed by 3 zeros. 2 is followed by 3 zeros. Nothing but one pivot column. Next 3 0 by followed by 2 zeros. Second pivot column. And 18 is followed by single zero. So third pivot column. So how many pivot columns we got? We got 3 pivot columns. Clearly we have 3 pivot columns. Here I identified pivot columns. So I have 3 pivot columns we have. Three pivot columns. 3 pivot columns. Now 3 pivot columns. Nothing simple. I can say rank is equal to 3. Rank is equal to number of pivot columns. Number of pivot columns. Number of pivot columns how many? 3. So rank is equal to 3. Can copy it here. Actually in the question he asked without calculation he asked. Without calculation nothing but we have to do without total completion of the problem. Without doing whole echelon form. Without doing whole echelon form. I did only 2 steps I did. With the help of 2 steps I got that table I got. That matrix I got. If you observe clearly I having here continuously 3 zeros we have followed by 2. Continuously we have 3 zeros followed by 2. And here continuous 2 zeros is there followed by 3. And continuous single zero followed by a numerical number 18. So we have 3 pivot columns we have. 3 pivot columns nothing but we can say rank. Because number of pivot columns is equal to 3 nothing but rank only. So I got rank is equal to 3. Let's come and copy it. And now continue. Rank is equal to 3. Rank is equal to 3. Come right. We know that by rank theorem, so by known theorem, by rank theorem, we know that by rank theorem, rank A plus dimension of null A is equal to n. Rank A plus dimension null A is equal to n. Yes. And now rank A already we have 3 plus dimension of null A equal to number of rows in the matrix already discussed. Number of rows are 4. So simply dimension of null A equal to 4 minus 3, 1. So without doing whole, simply we calculated rank A and dimension of null A. So very simple. See, once see the problem. He gave the problem, he asked without calculation we have to find rank A and dimension of null A. Rank A nothing but number of non-zero rows, and one more we have number of pivot columns, number of pivot position columns. Here number of pivot position columns are 3 we have. So obviously rank is 3. Whenever rank is 3, simple I can say by rank theorem, rank A plus dimension null A is equal to number of rows. This is a matrix of 4 by 6 is given. So number of rows are 4, equal to 4. So obviously dimension null A is equal to 1. That's all. It's enough for today. Today we discussed practical 15, 16 and 17. The next class we will discuss one more practical problem. Thank you. It's enough for today.